As some of you may know, I'm from Oakland, and I remember hearing about this story in the news. I just didn't know the details. So reading the details now makes me wonder how messed up people can get just by being influenced. Because you've always heard on the news by like politicians and people like that video games and music and things like that corrupt the youth, their minds. I never believed it, but every once in a while you got a few who actually do get influenced by things like that, and it's sad, man. But yeah, let's check out the report, and I'll give you a further commentary afterwards.
As reported by SF Gate, they got high and played video games during the day, the young men later told police. Their favorite was one called Grand Theft Auto 3, in which players win points for committing violent crimes. When darkness fell, they told investigators they did it for real on the streets of Oakland. They called themselves the Nutcases and roamed the city in an old Buick, looking for targets at random, police say, robbing dozens and killing 5 people in the largest single crime wave last year as Oakland reeled from its highest homicide toll since 1997. 2 days after Christmas, 2 members sprayed bullets into a house party, killing 2 celebrators inside, including a 14-year-old boy. 5 days after New Year's, they allegedly jumped a young father on the street, took his wallet and killed him as he begged for his life. A witness to one of the robberies remembered part of the Buick's license plate, and police tracked down the car. Then investigators tracked down 6 suspects. Police announced the last 2 arrests last week. Some of the nutcases bragged to investigators about driving up Oakland's homicide rate and relishing the media coverage of their crimes. They are a lot more violent and callous than even we are used to, said Homicide Sergeant Tim Nolan, a 12-year police veteran. The 5 men and a woman, who police say admitted she set up one of the slayings, are in jail facing charges in 4 of the city's 113 slayings in 2002 and 1 in 2003. They also were charged with 9 robberies, and investigators say they may be responsible for 100 violent muggings. These individuals were running wild, Police Chief Richard Ward said. The accused are alleged ringleader Leon Wiley, 25, Joe Ralls, 26, and his 2 younger half-brothers, Demarcus Ralls, 18, and Jhomari Sutton, 20, their cousin, Deonte Donald, 17, and their sister-in-law, Aminah Shanta Dorsey Colbert, 25. Donald is being charged as an adult. Each of the 6, all raised near 98th and Eads Avenues, is charged with 1 or more counts of murder. Most killings in Oakland involved people with some connection to the illegal drug trade, but these were different. Investigators believe the group began their spree by robbing street corner drug dealers but later targeted slaying victims at random. Investigators began linking the crimes shortly after the death of Sonny Thatch, who was robbed of $31 and shot to death on January 6 as he carried his toddler's laundry from his car to his home on 6th Avenue near Lake Merritt. A witness to an earlier robbery in the Oakland Hills had given Officer Raymond Sutton a description of several digits of the Buick's license plate. Sutton's research showed the car was registered to a Hayward woman, Dorsey Colbert, with no apparent connection to any violent crimes. But Sergeant Ursi Joyner III told Sutton the Buick may have been used by several young men who pulled up to a crowded West Oakland street corner on December 18 and sprayed lethal gunfire, killing Douglas Ware, 19. Joyner said he pulled over the same Buick near Castlemont High School, on the other end of Oakland, earlier that day, with Demarcus Ralls, Sutton and Donald inside the car. Once we realized that they might be responsible for more than 1 murder, it just snowballed, said Homicide Sergeant Mark Dunnican. Police obtained a search warrant for the car and found 2 handguns and a shotgun. On January 16, Dorsey Colbert and Sutton admitted their involvement in the killings, police said. A few days later, Demarcus Ralls and Donald also admitted to numerous crimes. "I've never seen anything like it before," Dunnican said. "They just started admitting to all kinds of robberies, too. They were totally nonchalant. They acted totally desensitized." The first slaying took place October 24th. Police said Demarcus Ralls admitted to killing Joseph Mabry, 36, a youth basketball coach who was having an affair with Dorsey Colbert, who admitted she helped set up the shooting. Next was the killing of Ware on December 18th. Donald told investigators he was one of two gunmen who opened fire on the street corner for reasons that remain unclear, police said. "It appeared that they fired at everyone who was out there," Nolan said. "They were just firing into the crowd without necessarily singling out Mr. Ware." The nutcases allegedly struck again 2 days after Christmas. Wiley, who had moved to the 800 block of Campbell Street in West Oakland, apparently got in an argument with a neighbor. On Wiley's orders, Demarcus told police he and Joe Ralls opened fire into the front door of an apartment at 871 Campbell Street, where a holiday celebration was taking place, Sergeant Gus Galindo said. "They just went to the residence, knocked on the door and opened fire with an assault rifle," Galindo said. Keith Mackey, 14, was shot in the head and became Oakland's youngest homicide victim of the year. Jerry Duckworth, 24, a family friend who tried to save the boy as a hail of gunfire burst out, died when he was struck 6 times. Deborah Colbert, the aunt of 3 of the accused men, said the charges against them are too bizarre to be true, and completely out of character for the good-hearted young men she helped raise. "They are not nutcase killers," Deborah Colbert said. "They don't rob people. They never have. My boys don't play those violent video games. They don't play them during the day. They don't live them out during the night." But investigators who interviewed the accused men see them in a different light. "The amount of damage they did here was just staggering," Nolan said.
What could make somebody just start killing randomly? I always believe that there's a part of the brain that we all have, that stops us from doing something like that. And these people, man, the serial killers and stuff, they don't have that. They just lack it. And whatever they're doing, they don't see anything wrong with it. Whether it's violently killing someone or robbing them or whatever. Because you could actually rob some people without being violent. Like some criminals are violent for the pleasure, because they don't have to be. And these guys were one of them. They beat up people and watched them beg for their life and still kill them. This was back in 2002, 2003. It's been a long time, so I wonder what's their state of mind now. People grow up. When you're a kid, when you're young, you do some real dumb stuff. But I'm wondering now how they feel about what they did. And honestly, I wonder what they think about Grand Theft Auto 5. Thanks for watching. Check out one of my audiobooks, ebooks, paperbacks, or just donate to an app to support this channel. Link down below.